2,000 years after the departure of Jesus the Christ. The prophets are back to teach the real Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, their true nationality. This is their campaign.
Men. You hear that, my sister? What's your name, my sister? I'm sorry. Sheree? I'm Noah. Sheree. I'm Noah. These are my brothers, okay? So the Bible says, right? Read that part again.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men.
You know what's the tradition of man? Christmas. Halloween. You celebrate these things? All right, now we got to take a step back. Did you know that Christmas was prophesied in the Bible for us not to celebrate? What about that day?
That day I give him that.
Are you sure Christ is in the Bible?
I know the day he's born, but I just celebrate that day.
That's a philosophy of man. A word that starts to the word.
No, which day he's born?
He's going around the Passover.
Silver Passover. So what does that mean? It's talking about Christmas. What do you decorate the tree with silver and gold?
Stick around, sister. We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn today. You understand that? I don't know if you get Come on, read this.
Luke chapter 2, 42. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast.
When Christ turned 12, they went up to what? Jerusalem after the custom of what? The Passover feast. Read.
Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover.
You see that, sister? Christ turned 12 around what? The Passover.
Right.
Remember, when Christ was born, was it wintertime? Can a baby sleep in a manger, in a barn, in the dead of winter?
But that was in the Middle East, so there was no...
What do you mean in the Middle East? It snows in Israel.
It's cold in the
You don't think it's cold in the desert? You don't think it's cold? You don't think snow falls on the ground? It does. We're on the same latitude plane. New Jersey and Israel are the same, New York and Israel, they're on the same plane as
So
latitude.
where's Bethlehem?
Bethlehem? That's in Israel, around in the province of Judea. You understand that? So think about it. The term Middle East, is there a Middle North? Is there a Middle South? Is there a Middle West? So how is there a Middle East? That's a made-up term. These are the philosophies and vain deceits of a man.
Just like on
They would explain all over there.
Sunday was never the Lord's day.
Saturday, Sunday made up the name of the planet. Sunday.
Saturn and Sunday, what? The worship of God, the worship of the sun god.
I don't want you to know. I worship on a day that is Sunday. They man give it name Sunday.
No, but that's the wrong day to worship. God said
there's
worship
no
on the
wrong
Sabbath
day.
day.
Every day is a good day.
Let's read it according to the Bible. Give me Genesis 1. You know what I want.
I
Two
go
and
to
one,
church
man.
on Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes we have Bible study and so.
You keep
It's
the Sabbath
good
day? When's the Sabbath of the Lord?
The Sabbath don't mean Saturday. A lot of people think Saturday is
Let's read
Sabbath.
this.
They totally spell it.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1. Bring it out. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made.
What are we talking about now? The seventh day, right? Come on.
And he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made.
That's
right. And God blessed the seventh day.
God blessed what day?
The seventh day.
So God blessed the seventh day, meaning there were 6 other days God didn't bless. But he blessed the seventh day, come on.
And sanctified it.
And did what?
Sanctified it.
Cleansed it, he made it holy. He separated that day from the rest of the days, come on.
Because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made.
Now go to Exodus 20 and verse 8. So God blessed the seventh day. What's the first day of the week? What? What's the first day of the week?
Monday.
Sunday. What you said, Monday?
Sunday.
Monday is the first day of the work week.
Right.
When you look at your calendar on your phone, guess what? The first day of the week is Sunday.
That's right.
Every week begins from Sunday through Saturday.
Do you know it was
Figure it out.
9 days?
Say that again.
Do you know back before me and you born it was 9 days?
God just said 7 days.
9 days. No,
God
because
just
I'm
said
trying
7
to tell you
days.
that it's man-made
Hold on.
day.
God
They
just said
make a
7
day.
days. God said 7 days. You know where they came up with more days than God? Egypt. That's an Egyptian custom. Now read this.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Come on.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Come on.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Come on.
But the seventh day.
What day?
The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The 7 days is the Sabbath of the Lord, my sister.
You know?
That's the day you got to come and congregate. Give me Leviticus 23. What you got to do is learn again. You got to be born again.
I already born.
You're not born again, sister, because you got a lot of doctrines of the world still. Read.
Trying to tell me that day that
And the Lord, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 2. Speak unto the children of
So
Israel,
the Lord's speaking to you. Come on.
and say unto them concerning the feasts of the Lord,
Come on.
which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
A holy convocation is a holy gathering. Come on.
Even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
God said it again. The 7 days is Sabbath.
No work, no buying, no
Friday
selling,
night
none of
sundown to Saturday night sundown. That's the Sabbath day. That's the 7th day of the week.
So you want to tell me that Monday is not a good day to work?
Listen.
Tuesday is not a good day?
Listen. What you're fighting me against, sister, is not keeping the Sabbath day. You're trying to say I can worship God any day except the Sabbath.
I know, I just tell you I go to the Sabbath.
What God said, I separated the Sabbath day as a special day. You understand that, my brother? Little brother, come up. Come up. What's the first day of the week?
The first day of the week is not Sunday. That was made by men. It's not Sunday.
It's not Sunday, so what's the first day?
The first day is just the first day. It's right in the Bible for you. God created whatever on the first day. He didn't say Sunday. He did not say Sunday. Sunday was made
What
from
today?
man.
What is the first day of the week? Come on, let's not play
The
semantics.
first day is the first day. It has no name. If you read
What
the
day is
Bible-
today?
Well, men call it Saturday.
What do you call it?
Well, we call it Saturday.
What do you call it? Hold up. If you call today Saturday, you can't call Sunday Sunday? Come on, my
We call
brother.
them by their
Come on,
names
my
because
brother.
men give
Let's
them
stop
those names.
let's stop playing semantics.
No, bro.
Let's stop playing
Read the
semantics.
Bible. God didn't say today was Saturday. He
He
called
said
it
the seventh. Absolutely. He said what day was the seventh?
It's just the seventh day.
What day
He
was
gave
it?
No name, bro.
What day was it?
It's just the seventh.
What day is it?
You know?
When is the seventh day? This is
Then
the
it would
problem
be-
of our
then
people.
the seventh-
We can't answer a straight question. An easy, simple
Then
question.
it would be on
Brothers
Saturday.
don't know anything.
Sunday.
The brother just said today's Saturday. Now he don't know anything else.
Bring it out!
That's the problem with our people.
So you're trying to tell me because I worship on Sunday, I mean I make
Right.
a living?
What I'm trying to tell you, you got to keep the Sabbath day holy.
So I'm keeping Sunday holy.
You're not keeping the Sabbath holy.
Yeah, but
Sunday is my Sabbath.
Now you're going against God. Now you're
But he did
now
not
what the
call
Bible
it the name
says.
Saturday.
Give me Exodus 20.
Saturday.
Go back to Exodus 20. I'm gonna show you what you're saying right now, sis.
It used to be 9 days, a man made a day. The day was named after that.
He's telling you something how to count the days.
He said keep the
I don't want to
Sabbath.
come today.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 7. You know, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
When you say I'm gonna keep my Sabbath on Sunday, you're taking the Lord's name in vain. Meaning you lying on the Lord. You lying. God said His Sabbath day is today. His 7 days today. That's the day you got to keep holy. You know how we keep the Sabbath day holy? What about you, my brother? You know how to keep the Sabbath holy?
Well, no, go ahead. Tell me. I have it in mind,
yes
so
or no?
go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say.
I want to hear yes or no. You know how to keep it holy.
Well, yeah, I grew up in church, and they told me, but I want to hear from
When
you
did you
because
worship?
this religion.
Did you worship on a Sunday?
No, I want to hear from you.
Or did you worship on a Saturday?
On a Saturday.
You worship on Saturdays?
Yeah, which would be the
How did you
Sunday.
keep the Sabbath holy?
We don't work, we don't buy, we don't sell, we don't do any of that sort. We just go to church and make sure we praise and worship. We don't buy or sell or cook. We have it prepared the day before.
Very good.
Yeah.
Everything you said is actually in the Bible.
That's actually in there.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Everything you said is actually in the Bible. Well, who are you worshiping?
I don't even go to church though, believe me.
Who are you worshiping?
I don't really worship.
Is that your true God right here?
I don't know. I don't really look at it. I don't know how Jesus looks, bro. I don't know how Jesus
Okay, let's get that. The Bible knows how Jesus looks because Christ said to record his image. Right? Come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. You know, the revelation of Jesus Christ.
What is it? What is revelation?
I would say things of the end.
Things that he's gonna reveal.
Reveal. Very good, my sister. Reveal. That's the root word of revelation, to reveal. To show. Come on, read it again.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Come on.
And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
So now, who is this? John. John the Revelator, the disciple. Right? God said his word to John to reveal who? The revelation of who? Jesus Christ. Let's drop down to verse 10.
I don't know. I didn't read too far.
Verse 10.
Pay attention.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
On the what day?
The Lord's day.
Wait,
The 7th day.
The 7th day.
Don't
very
call
good.
it Saturday. Men gave it that day.
Listen.
Men,
Let's
right.
not play semantics.
You know what I'm saying? Men
Let's
gave it
not
that
play
day.
semantics. Because you know what day you got to go to work? They give you a calendar, right?
Yeah.
They give you a schedule, right? It says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You off on Thursday. Friday, Saturday, you got to work. Don't play semantics. We in modern times right now. We can use the modern terminology.
That's what.
But we know that the 7th day is what? The Sabbath day.
Yeah.
Which is from Friday night sundown to Saturday night sundown. Read on.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day
So John was in these scriptures on the Sabbath day. Come on.
and heard behind me a great voice
You hearing my sister? John heard behind him a great voice,
as of a trumpet
like a trumpet.
saying,
So somebody said, "Hey, Cherie, what you gonna do? You gonna be like, who just called my name?" You gonna turn around, right? What do you say?
saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
What did Christ tell John to do?
What thou
He
seest,
said, John, whatever you see, write in the book.
write in a book.
Give me the next verse.
Verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
Now John turned around. Hold on, stay right here. Stay right here. Wait. John said, I turned to see the voice that spake with me. Come on, verse 14.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Wait, one second.
I got it.
God says that, John says what? His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Oh, you tell me the image.
Wait.
Right there.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Who has woolly hair? You got woolly hair. You got woolly hair under the wig. You got woolly hair. He got woolly hair. Come on, read it.
And his feet,
Now he's looking at his feet. So John is giving a head-to-toe description of Christ. Read.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
Fine brass, the color of what? Brown. Read.
as if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burned in a furnace, meaning what? Christ was a very dark-skinned man.
That's right. Bring it out.
When the church tell you don't nobody seen Christ, they liars. Why? Because they got a whole gospel of Christ. They got 5 books, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts. Everybody seen Christ.
That's right.
Talking about nobody seeing Christ. What are we doing out here? Yes, sir. Do you
He
think?
was a human being. Everybody touched him.
Christ is a black man according to the Bible.
Right.
You meaning his people are black too? Show him what? The Jews are what? You, sister. You're a Jew. You're a Jew today. They took your nationality and called you Jamaican. They stripped that from you. They said, you're come from the land of wood and water. The British named the islands what? After their resources. Trinidad and Tobago, guess what is there? Tobacco.
Yes, it trace back my origin.
Back to Ghana, I understand.
No. This actually is tracing back to Africa. What were they worshiping before?
Who? The Israelites?
The Ghanaians.
The Ghanaians?
Yeah.
What were they worshiping?
Yes, isn't they worshiping the sun? They were doing
Some of them were.
Stuff.
Some of them were, yes.
The river.
Some of them were, and a lot of us weren't. A lot of us weren't keeping these commandments. But a historical event happened because we started to break his commandments. You know what that historical
That's the
event
time
is?
when they were worshiping those humanity that
Right, but what happened to them? What happened to the children of Israel?
we want to say we are the one that come on the ship because we wasn't obeying.
The Bible says that. Let's get that. Deuteronomy 28:15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God says, if the children of Israel did not listen to keep his commandments and his statutes, that curses will come upon them and overtake them. Go to verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Stop. This is one of the curses now. He says the Lord is going to bring us into Egypt. The children of Israel left Egypt when? When Moses delivered them, right? The Exodus. But what does Egypt mean? You don't know. Let's read it.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt? The house of bondage. Very good. Now let's go back.
Verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Or what? Egypt is what? House of bondage. So God says, I'm going to bring the children of Israel into Egypt or the house of bondage or slavery
Again.
a second time.
With ships.
With what?
Ships.
With what?
Ships.
How did your ancestors come from Africa to this side of the world?
You know?
That's how you were brought here, by
Cargo slave ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Exactly how Moses prophesied it, that's exactly how it went down. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Never saw Jerusalem, my homeland, again. Come on.
And there ye shall be sold.
There, when you got off the slave ships, you shall be what?
Sold.
Sold.
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Your enemies.
Your friends.
Enemies.
Unto who?
Enemies.
Your enemies. Come on.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Slave men, slave women.
Right here, sister. Bible prophecy is your history. What the Bible is showing that you are the children of the book. You're an Israelite.
So who the Jews are who call themselves Jews?
Let's get that. That's a very good question. Who are the Jews that call themselves Jewish today?
The white,
That's a good question.
Caucasian.
That's a good question. Who are the people that own all the banks, that own all the stores, all the buildings,
The beast.
that occupy the land today? Who are they?
The
Let's read.
heathens and the beast.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. Read. I know thy works and tribulation.
Christ says, I know the works and tribulation. I know the poverty and the suffering that our people got to go through. Come on.
And poverty, but thou art rich.
How are the Jews rich? Because the promises of God are given to us. Repentance is given to you, my sister. Read on.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Blasphemy means what?
Lies.
Lies, lies, lies. Of them who what?
Say they are Jews.
Those people are calling themselves Israelis today. Letting him, what's his name, Benjamin Netanyahu and them. Come on.
And are not.
And are what?
And are not.
What Christ say?
The synagogue.
And are not.
Christ said they not the Jews. Come on.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
Like I
Christ
said.
said they don't care what the Bible speaks of.
It says that Revelation 2 and 9 and 3 and 9 says that. Same thing.
What did they do? They took our identity. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 4. They stripped us of our culture, of our identity, of our language, of our heritage, of our laws and our statutes. They took everything from us and then taught us their religion. They taught you Sunday church. Look what they did. They forced it down our throat. That's why we couldn't read or write. We had to obey. That was it. They forced the religion on us. But we never read the Bible the way it's supposed to be read. That's what happened. We got the seed. Read on.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4.
Read.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
God says we would discontinue from our heritage. When you discontinue a people from their heritage, guess what? You can teach them and tell them anything they want.
That's right.
Anything they want you to learn, they're going to teach you.
This sister didn't know that our history back when it was in the Bible.
Come on, sister, we're reading that right now. Read it again.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
My sister, how does a nation of people discontinue from their heritage? How do you stop them from knowing who they are?
Brainwash.
You brainwash them. Guess what else? You change the image in which they worship. You change their names. You change their nationality. What else do you change? The language.
The symbols and everything.
You teach them what? You teach them in the school systems.
But when it's going to reveal to us that
Read on.
that is the true God.
I'm
Because a
gonna
lot
show
of
you
us
right
are blind.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Wait. God says, I'm going to cause you to serve your enemies. Come on.
In a land which thou knowest not.
In the land which we never knew. Where you from, my sister?
Grenada.
Where? Grenada? We were just in Grenada last year, bringing the same word out over there. Very receptive people. I love Grenada. Now, the Grenadian people, what's their last names like? Are they British names, French names? What names do they have? Huh? All different names. Why? Because the Europeans came there and conquered your people.
That's right.
They took you to a strange land that you did not know so that you will serve out your period of captivity there.
Isn't our people sell us too back then?
No,
did
the
sell
Africans
us.
sold us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But we're not
our people.
Africans.
It's not the same. It's
We're not
the same.
African people. The Bible calls what we call today Nilotic people or Watusis, so on and so forth. Those are what they call Hamites according to the Bible.
Bring it out.
The Israelites and the Hamites are two separate nations of people.
That's right.
Come on. Although we're darker race, we're not the same people. Read on.
I'll tell you that.
I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Come on.
Waite says, an interesting gradation of all shades, down to the black, is exhibited by the Jews.
By the who?
By the Jews.
Hold on, the white man knew you guys were the Jews. They known that for centuries. They've got it written in their books. But guess what? Guess where you hide the most important information? In a book. Because black people don't like to read.
You know?
Read.
Especially dark were the Jews of Spain and Portugal.
Especially dark were the Jews of Spain and Portugal. Meaning what? During the Dark Ages, from 193 AD to about 1400 AD, we ruled Europe.
That's what?
This is how we got this image of Christ here. 912 AD, 912 years after the death of Christ. Guess what? Christ was still painted as a black man. So in 1453, during the Renaissance period, which means the rebirth of who? The rebirth of the white man. They came back in power and changed the images. Leonardo da Vinci painted this man, Caesar Borgia, as the modern model of Jesus Christ today.
So why don't you, where you practice it now, why don't you make it in a movie as what they make, a brainwash us?
We don't have, listen, like I said, you ask, who's the Jews today? The people that call themselves Jewish today, guess what? They rule the industry. They run Hollywood.
Yeah, but a lot of big countries.
They have the money. Well, we got enough to make this sign for you, my sister, and read this Bible.
Why everybody can't be one place?
Yeah, let's read Deuteronomy 28. Don't hold that. Let's go.
You gotta make
My
a
sister,
black Jesus.
well, remember what the brother said. Your slavery was depicted in the Bible. Come on. Yes.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Again, this is Moses speaking to the children of Israel, right? There was a condition. He said, if you keep God's commandments, you're going to be blessed above all nations on the earth. If you broke his commandments, you're going to be put on the bottom of all nations of the earth. Let's read.
But it shall come to pass,
Come on.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Curses. Bad what? curses are good or bad? They're bad. Good or bad? They're bad. God says curses will come upon us for breaking his commandments.
That's right.
Give me verse 48. I want to read another curse, and I want to get to the major point.
Verse 48. Therefore,
because we broke God's commandments,
shalt thou serve thine enemies.
God says we're going to serve our enemies, not our friends, but our enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Come on. Hold on. Who sent our enemies against us?
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Why would the Lord do that? Because we are his children. We are his children. So the Lord had to what? Chastise us for breaking his commandments. Read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
In hunger for the food that you want, the supermarkets, the farms that we don't own. What happened to our 40 acres in the mule? We never got it. We had lands full of riches of the soil. Guess what? Another nation came and ate it. So now we got to serve our enemies for the food, for the water we want to drink. In Grenada, we can't even capture our own rainwater. They're going to fine you for that. They say, you better buy this bottle. You better get this bottle from Europe. Come on, read.
And in nakedness.
For the clothes on your back. God said you got to serve your enemies for that. Come on.
And in want of all things.
In want of your religion. If you want to learn about God, go to your enemy. If you want education, go to your enemy. How do they strip you from your identity, from your heritage? They break you down. We about to read it. Come on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
That enemy shall do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
That's right. Your enemy did this to you. What we reading? From the Bible prophecy is your history. Read it again.
And he,
your enemy,
shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Until what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Now we think Jesus is a white man. Now we think we just black. A color in a crayon box. But we God's chosen. We the greatest people on the face of the earth. But we were never taught that in church. We will never be taught that in the school. That's how they destroyed us. That's how they strip you from your heritage.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.